lack that from the mid laner. This will provide that, and yeah, we'll see what Topson is able to do with Pugna. This is, you know, he is an absolute specialist. This is one of his most played.
Will definitely be a treat here, but Saksa has attracted a little bit more attention than I think he'd really like here. Production will buy him a little bit more time, but it still looks like he is going to be the first blood as SkyLark will swing that mighty sword. Get a nice root off here as well coming out from Spartan. Seb forced to run away, but again, he is fairly tanky, so he's going to be able to just walk out of that jungle, but they all took a lot of damage there, Fogged.
Yeah, they did. They were able to find the ward immediately too. That's the thing, is like they found Saksa, so they know that there's a ward on the high ground. So to take that one away. However, it does look like OG's gonna get themselves 3 of those bounty runes. Stoneman only able to grab the 1. And now did anyone skill anything completely terrible? No, right?
I don't think so.
Normal abilities, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing breaking. Okay, good. I saw Ano, he's holding the skill point just in case. Topson, yeah, everyone else just skill cording. Yeah, sprays and whatnot.
Nothing too crazy lost there. Of course, you know, that regen was a little bit of an issue because they were forced to use quite a bit of it, especially over on the side of OG. But, you know, it's the start of the game. Everything's fine. I will say, though, for those of you who are not familiar with Stoneman, this Shadow Shaman, he plays a lot of it. And we talk about how aggressive he's been with that Earth Spirit. He's still very aggressive with his Shaman as well. And luckily, his team has that synergy where they will back him up, but definitely not as playmaking as the Earth Spirit, for sure.
Yeah,
careful with that courier.
No tell, will you get it?
Yes.
Speedy,
He
325.
will. He's on a horse, Spog. He's got it.
He is? Well, this is slow horse heroes. I don't know. Actually, are there any slow horse heroes? I don't think there are. Good call, actually. Horse heroes are fast.
Yeah. Yep.
Used to not always be.
It makes sense, you know? Logic in my game of magic and... But they are duking it out over here. They have to be a little bit careful. Someone, of course, does hit very hard, but No Tail, of course, does have ways of protecting himself and getting a better advantage here.
No Tail's happy as long as he's hitting him instead of hitting the creeps, right? Because then Ana can maybe try to get last hits because of that massive base damage that that Shadow Shaman does have. We still see. I'll say Humble God. You know what? I'll give it to everybody. I'll say Humble God. He's struggling still. He can't actually get many last hits down here versus this Shadow Shaman and Doom. He's at only 1 right now.
God, Humble God sounds so anime. I'm sorry.
I know. I can't say. I don't think I can say it honestly.
I can hear it in the Japanese like anime voice.
I've known Nana too long too. I don't know.
Well, it's like when No Tail tried to rebrand. Remember, he wanted to be Big Daddy, and then he became Big Daddy No Tail. And then he just gave up, and he's back to No Tail.
I think most rebrands still work. Like even like what Eurus, everyone just calls it Marazzi. You know, it's make it sit. As we're seeing mid, Topson doing very well in this matchup. It's quite a Pugna favored one. You sure you have some plays to dodge some damage with your flip guards and your slights, but you're just getting poked, and your tower's getting harassed too. And as we said, Topson comfortable with all matches, all matchups pretty much.
It's definitely the situation we saw in the last game too, when Topson was on the Riki and he had it just changed up with Wish, of course, playing that Pugna. So it's going to be a bit difficult, but there are plenty of ways for this Ember to try to get themselves back into the game more comfortably. But of course, that is going to come at the cost, most likely, of a tower, because Pugna does push so quickly. No Tail.
It's going to be Topson's going to be huge on this mid lane. No Tail.
He's dead.
Will die. Topson's even contesting the small kill, so being an absolute nuisance for Wish.
Handsome devil on time.
Be interested to see just, you know, the pressure that Topson is going to be able to put down early on here. It is a little bit faster of a lineup than last time around. And you know that they want to put a lot of pressure onto this Alchemist, but they get a kick back over here onto Spartan. They'll get the stomp and is forced out that fairy fire, but down goes the Oracle.
Very nicely done. Although he's not getting the most last hits up here, gets himself the kill. He's gone for this naked build into a Bring a Health, so he'll have extra sustain. Probably still going Vanguard. I think this is like a new thing because it got buffed. It just feels good. Hero like the Centaur anyway. We'll see Topson level 5. They're gonna double TP to mid, secure the rune. Both supports here trying to help out Wish.
Well, I think they want to hinder Topson as much as possible. That's my guess here. So Spartan.
And Spartan though.
He is,
for it.
Yeah, he's the unlucky one. He picked the wrong side. He's trying to get Roshan to pay attention to him, but just a little bit too late there.
I like that though. He nukes the Rosh. He's like, come here. I'm getting
Notice me, senpai.
Yeah.
Sorry, too many anime references. Did you know that Dota has an anime, by the way, Fog? Let's chill out completely here.
And Envy was right. Now bottom, Saksa taking another move.
Dominant trying to find this opening. Does have the Fairy Fire, though, and they've got the Aphotic Shield over here on Humble God. They're looking, they're hunting. Can they find him? It looks like they'll turn back around. They need to be careful, though. Anna can't afford to go down here. Dominant does get taken down by Humble God. Roll forward, though, again, coming out from Saksa. It's pretty difficult to get a kill on a Doom here, but they do manage to find a kill on the Courier. Did he die to Tau?
The range creep.
Oh, okay.
I think that one single range creep that's right next to SkyLark right there just took out on his Courier.
That feels bad.
Okay, that would actually killed it. Maybe listen, I don't even know.
There's a lot going on during that.
He got his items delivered. He got the Band of Elven skin delivered in the meantime, so now he's gonna keep his farm going, and now they can't actually pressure down bottom too much. Doom and the Shadow Shaman, they're gonna have to just go elsewhere. Like, SkyLark's gonna have to start doing this regulation, and we're gonna have to see where Dominant wants to go. I don't think you can actually bully the PL whatsoever now. You're gonna just be able to farm, and you're just gonna give up kills if you come down here.
Well, they brought Dominant back down for now. Managed to go get the kill on the Courier. I feel like it's very dangerous, though, to just leave Humble God all alone, like, and let him just get free farm.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think maybe it might be time. Wondering if maybe Wish should make the move down here soon, because like it really does feel like he's just going to be able to fully sustain with this Abaddon and behind him with the Doom, like versus the Doom. Doom's damage is just slow. Like the Scorched Earth, until he has actual Doom online, he's not really a threat at all. So maybe they just have to keep themselves parked down here, but I think it's just risky. I think Saksa, he can a lot of plays.
I mean, if you leave the mid lane, then you run into the issue of just your tower going down. Focus does have to be careful. They got an Urn Charge on him. Does have Spartan nearby, but they are starting to get extremely aggressive. Seb going on in, runs in. He's going to be able to go get the kill onto Spartan. But are they going to be able to get anything else here? That is the question. They would love to get their hands onto Focus. Bottom lane, though, there's the Shackles coming out over onto Ana. Not quite enough damage, though. Just going to try to poke at him a bit.
Can't quite go for more, but Stampede's low cooldown, as we know now, 90 seconds. So first usage of it, very nice. They even almost get some good damage on the bottom too. I actually saw SkyLark drop low, and we were talking about it. So I'm just not sure how they want to distribute their resources. As you said, yeah, you don't want to leave mid either. It seems tough for Brame now for these next few months. But you know what? They're happy because at least their Alchemist is farming, but you have to just feel a little worried because all three cars are starting to get this big farm on OG. So you have to start making some moves around the map to at least slow down somebody.
I just feel like they're going to keep continuing to poke at Alchemist as well. And yes, he's getting the farm currently, but it's just so easy for them when they have like an Earth Spirit, when you've got Topson who can just start taking down towers, starting to really, you know, open up the map more towards OG. Starts to get very claustrophobic for the side of Brame.
Yeah, at least now SkyLark, he's got the 6. So he's got Doom online, so now he can actually stay down here. But yeah, Dominant sitting around mid, trying to protect Wish. Saksa, Topson, both are ready. Rune's coming out in about 15 seconds.
Some movement here. You can see Saksa getting into position. They'll use the Decrepify, the slow. Life drain. It's just going to slide himself away. Just need to be careful of Dominant's here. Nice silence, though. We'll keep it from using the Shackles immediately. Remnant's forward here from Wish.
Rune's bottom.
Spartan trying to hold on to it long enough here. He is forced to pick it up, though, so No-Tail cannot grab it. Go root him into place. Dominant is there a bit slow, but, you know, here comes SkyLark. He's a fast boy. He's going to be able to body block, so they'll find themselves a kill.
Very nice. And wow, no hesitation from SkyLark. He actually TPs to the bottom tower just from right, pretty close to it. Just doesn't want to miss what would look like a double creep wave. So won't have a TP available to go help out the lanes. And immediately we actually see Ana is the one who makes the rotation to top. And Sep, he's just contesting jungle. Don't let Sep target the camps at all.
That is a big problem. They need to help Focus out here and make sure that he can get his farm on.
Every time. Yeah. Oh,
Stop.
Yeah, there.
Looks to be the Hex, though. They'll follow up. All right, not going to be able to run away from this one this time around. Followed up with a nice root into place, but they just don't really have that much damage just yet. And they're all out of ways to cancel it. Oh, never mind. In comes Wishies, gets those searing chains off. They're out the Hex. It's taken a lot to kill Sep, but they eventually find it. And SkyLark was sitting very, very low down here himself. Let's be careful. Roll forward coming out from Saksa. Not going to be able to quite connect. It was close.
And that's a Doom. was a Doom used on Topson for SkyLark to kind of just get away from there.
I thought you were gonna say.
Their stack though. Huh?
I thought you were gonna say that was a Doom for what? Nah.
Doom to survive. When
Yes.
he lives, and if he died, then it's a Doom for what?
We do have some more stacks coming out though over here on the side of Brame, so they need to protect them though. That's going to be very important that the Alchemist is able to actually get them and that they're not contested here. But Stoneman, I'm following up with the Hex immediately. Gets a nice silence off from Saksa, but the body blocks coming out from SkyLark will make sure that he's not able to roll on out. Stoneman looking for an angle here, just burning to death, and they don't even need those shackles as down he goes. But now, of course, we're seeing some pressure being placed over here on this mid lane. To have a Pugna makes things difficult, and Focus is trying his best here, but No-Tail's been a thorn in his side, as has Seb. One more hit, down goes that middle tower.
Time to take buildings. Centaur shows up with the Pugna, PL shows up top. Both these towers gonna go down. Now the jungle is here. Just has to be quite careful as Topson, he's on top of him. Slow stampede.
They are, and he's just not going to be able to run away fast enough. The body blocks are coming out from No-Tail, though he does sit very low. Spartan is nearby. Going to be able to save him a little bit longer. Trapify coming out. Now this is not looking good here for this Ember Spirit, who does have a remnant up. He comes back up again. Was a bit close for comfort. Roll forward, coming out from Saksa. Gonna be able to give a kick off to step, but maybe the wrong direction there, just a little bit. Spartan does go down. As for the OG heroes, make their way to the jungle.
The left side. OG has fully claimed it with all these heroes. Now they have to make sure they keep this right side, because that's where the majority of those big stacks really are. Focus, he's starting to work on them, but OG, they know. Like, they want to run up here and invade. Seb's still not making the way over, where he's the big tanky one. That you need him to be able to walk onto that high ground. But Saksa's gonna go in for the sub.
Got vision now. It's not looking good for Stoneman, as he is gonna get life drained. SkyLark chasing after Topson here. A little bit of a heel tossed out by No-Tail. Seb again, big tanky boy gets the stop off. Look at this life drain. The roll in coming out from Saksa, and one more hit should do the trick. Down goes SkyLark.
I just realized Seb got the dream. Not only does he have the Vanguard, but he got the chip vest too.
Oh yeah.
The max retaliate, so he can just walk behind these creeps and look how much damage it actually does. Like, he takes 0 damage for this. They're applying pressure all over, and PL is getting all
Spartan.
the
Spartan. What are you doing?
Oh no, Spartan.
Oh, Spartan, life drain, but does manage to go. Throw out that W, and they're on the hunt now for Topson, it looks like. They've got the remnants coming forward. There's an Alchemist nearby. They're into place. They'll be able to go, use that stampede, so that little Skellyman, who was already very fast, is going to be even faster, and he thanks them with a lovely tip. And they take the stack. Oh, no!
The chip vest, the retaliate. And again there, low cooldown. If this was the old Centaur, these stampedes would not be coming out as frequent. Stampede saves Topson. And now they're able to walk away while also taking.
That feels so bad if you're a Brame fan, but if you're OG, you're giggling the entire time as you take those.
Yeah, as we always say, an Alchemist game is an Alchemist game. Alchemist is only 700 net worth, 600 net worth above the Pug, not even like 1,400 above a PL who now has Diffusal. So PL is going to get involved with this team now, and Alchemist still needs time. He doesn't even have Radiance yet.
Yeah, you know.
Say yet, like it's 12 minutes in, like it's late or something like that, but it's an Alchemist, so.
It is. It's definitely one of those situations where you want your Alch to be ahead, but you want him to be ahead a lot further than this as well. Anna continues to just be elusive, move around the map, get his farm on, and it seems like he's having a great time. Focus is working hard for that money.
Fusel's online.
Look at this
Time for
pincering.
Anna to start joining into the fray.
Be careful here, Saksa and No-Tail both revealing themselves. No-Tail's absolutely fine. Roll in, coming out from Saksa. A little bit off the mark, though. They need to be careful, though. Topson coming in hot. They'll follow up with the mass TPs. They're trying to just take down someone. They're not going to be able to. The Doom comes out from SkyLark. So it looks like Topson's not going to be a part of this now. It's going to be Saksa who gets taken down. SsaSpartan is also done. Anna, he's left all alone here. He's going to need some help from the rest of his team, but they just don't have the lockdown. No-Tail following up here is going to be able to go heal him back into place. Seb being held as well as he gets a nice stomp up over onto 2. Life Drain comes out over onto the Alchemist. They still, Anna still alive and kicking, just chases down after Focus. Down he goes, Topson getting the final hit off. What looked like it was going to be a dangerous place here for the humble god proves to be just a piece of cake when he's got the rest of his team there to support him.
Oh my.
doesn't feel pressured to be a part of these fights. He shows up sometimes, they keep him alive. It feels like he's the golden goose in a sense right now. Just making sure that he's happy and healthy, and we're making space.
It's an excellent PL game, right? The only thing he really has to worry about is getting doomed, which that should never really happen as a PL, and just the Ember Spirit getting too big and just being able to clear out the illusions throughout the majority of the game. Everything else, it looks great for PL. Like Shadow Shaman and Oracle, they do pretty much nothing to you. You're gonna just walk right through these two. You're gonna clean up wards. Same thing even with like the Alchemist. It can be tough. I'll take some more time before he wants to deal with PL, but then PL's fine. You need to just be much more ahead as an Alchemist. He wanted to be able to deal with that PL. He just isn't.
I mean, we talk about the Alchemist as being kind of like an aha pick, but I mean, there's not, once you pick those supports up fairly early, you don't have a good way to deal with the Spindlets. I mean, a lot of people right now are saying the Dazzle shard, right? With the fact that you can hex the, with the Poison Touch, multiple targets. Seems to be pretty nice, but like, maybe they'll find themselves a pick off to get the Brood off, but they're right near a town. I don't know about this, Brame. I like the hook spot on you guys, but yeah, Wish finds a kill on Topson over on the back lines. They'll be able to clean up over onto Saksa now. No Tail running for his life. SkyLark is here, manages to go, getting one of these nice hits, tries to body block a bit, waiting for Wish to just catch up here. They need maybe a nuke here from Spartan, but not going to be able to quite get that final couple hits of damage.
Good. Catch Topson just walking, maybe even TPing into the midst of the fray, and they just take him out instantly. Seb, he tanks through it all, but get the big target.
A bit surprising. Again, I was worried. Like going right underneath the tower like that, I think that they would end up paying for just being maybe a little bit too greedy. But again, check this out, other side of the map. Ana continues to farm.
Dire's top tower is under
I guess that's why they just chose not to. He's getting enough, and it just was an awkward place. Yeah, it definitely looked weird with the two supports starting on the center. Ends up working out pretty decently.
There's the
and
shard.
Alchemist still getting farm, but yeah, he's just, that's not where you want to see him. 800 gold, the PL is right, sticking right on his track. They want to be much more ahead in this game.
Be interesting to see.
Yeah, the shard you said from the PL.
It'll be very interesting to see now, with the fact that Stoneman has this Blink Dagger, if they're going to be able to get better engagements. Coming out over on the courier, I believe. Again, we talked about this. He loves playing Shadow Shaman. This guy is very, very aggressive. It's fun to watch, but the way that OG has been moving just as 5, it's very difficult.
It doesn't feel like the Blink's gonna have too much of effect into what he's playing. It's nothing that he really just is like, wow, I got this hero. You know, there's so many different ways that OG can bail each other out. The shields, the stampedes, just even stunning or silencing the Shadow Shaman who's getting the lockdown. Yeah, it does feel like it's gonna be tough for Stomnim to have a big impact with this.
SkyLark will ping out. I believe that broke the smoke on No Tail.
Handsome devil, aren't I?
Himself on this high ground. SkyLark, he has the Blink too, so Blink and BKB. He's got this good initiation for his team for the follow-up, so he can remove some heroes.
Otherwise, it's pretty quiet again.
Yeah, slowed down a decent amount. I've seen Seb switch his build like 11 in the last 2 minutes. He's now queued up the Ag, so Ag's also got buffed. Duration by what? And it just
under attack.
Strong.
They still have the middle tower up. Goodness. Different wards get used. Topson gonna try to force this creep wave off. The jump forward, the blink over onto SkyLark, roll over onto the back lines with the silence. Look at this magnetized damage coming out, plus the life drag. Spartan's gonna go down first. There's gonna be no saves for you here. And that BKB over on SkyLark looks really pretty, but it hasn't been able to do a whole heck of a lot. So they'll jump back, they'll get the hold up over here onto SkyLark, get a nice stomp down, go Saksa. And the follow-up, Seb's going to be able to walk away, but they've got so much damage. This is not looking great here for the Alchemist. He's going to try to waddle on out. He needs some help from the rest of his team, and he doesn't have it. He doesn't have Spartan there to keep him alive. Another slight coming out, just trying to discourage them from going too hard here, but a nice engagement here coming out from OG.
Oh, and surprising to see that Brame actually sets himself up for this mid tower. They actually showed everybody. I mean, I think we'll probably see that one in a quick replay if we do have it. They showed all of their heroes. So Saksa just had exactly which target he goes on. Connects on everyone. The Oracle gets a full magnetize on everyone. And Centaur, Seb, nice little connection, and Ana just makes happen. He's on Topson, but there's no way that he was using for anybody to actually get on him. They just reset the fight now.
even get in there? How do you make things happen? Grabify again. Spartan standing nearby, and they have the ward down. This rush, SkyLark though, jumping on in the middle. Are they gonna be able to do it? Radiant still goes down. And then that's gonna be HumbleGod grabbing up that Aegis. Stop forward, coming after Spartan. Down he goes. The rest of the side of Team Brave just running away. The roll forward, they'll get the heads off. Focus, running, wants to get back into his base as fast as possible, wants nothing to do with the rest of this fight. Does end up stunning himself, but he's safely into the base. But you know who's not is gonna be, of course, Dominan. And they're going a bit deep here, trying to just get this kill onto Focus as Ana step off, and they're just running in. They don't Focus, is he gonna make it out alive? Yes, they managed to go and keep him out, but it's not looking great here for us as Spartan is trying to run. Wish is gonna go down though, as Spartan manages to get himself back, and oh my god, Ana, he wanted the fountain dive, and he's still alive. Down goes. Finally, Ana, it is the Aegis, of course, coming right back up again, but my goodness, have mercy, OG. As now SkyLark's got those ticks off. They do finally manage to get Seb, but now HumbleGod, they're trying everything. They want to get him out of here, and they do finally manage to slay HumbleGod, but that was a pretty big dive coming out from him there.
What? It forced 3 buybacks somehow. Like, it's a little clowny, but all right.
A little?
Gee. A little clowny diving all the way into the fountain to try to get this alchemist. Hey, some of the kills are value to dive, but once he goes into the fountain, oh well, man. As OG, just having fun here. Feeling probably pretty confident because Alchemist has been so broken, and you know when you're in these type of games, when Alchemist, you click on him, 26 minutes, you look at that inventory, you're feeling real good if you're on side OG. He's not 6 slotted, he's not even close to it, in fact. So, yeah, they're still feeling very confident in themselves.
Gotta look at Ana's face during all of this, because I don't get to watch this when I'm casting play-by-play, right? I don't get to look at, and it's the face of a stone cold killer right there. It's just like, it's fine. All right, maybe when,
Ana never makes any reaction, right? It's just like, oh no, I died. Meant a few words.
And much talent for sure. There we go. There's the smile at the end. I want to know he's having fun, right? You know, we've taken him away from Maple's story to make him play Dota. I want to know he's at least having a good time.
Dominan actually drops the Serpent Ward to try to backdoor the mid tower, but the creep wave is there. It actually does next to nothing. Tower's still alive, 120 HP. Now they won't have that for the next moments. Lots of neutral items dropping down here.
There's indeed raining neutral items.
What does Wish have? So Wish now has his BKB, he's got his Maelstrom, he'll be able to pick up the Orb of Destruction. Actually decently strong versus that PL in a way, but still missing. He probably wants to have the Mjolnir. He needs to clear out the illusions a little bit better. And OG, they're not giving that time. Arcane Rune, Octarine, Kaya Sage. Topson's just gonna knock down this tower and go.
He is having a good time, that's for sure.
My god, look at this damage. 2.2 seconds. They gotta slow it down.
Oh, the jump forward, they get the but the Lotus comes right back at him.
Saksa. I'm surprised he even has a Lotus. It's so early. Oh, okay. He has a kill. Well, he has such a quick Lotus Orb. I don't think they expected that at all. And now, no Doom. And he also had a Kaya Sage, so, you know, that nice little status resist will make the Doom disappear even faster. And now they go through.
Oh, that feels...
And now no Doom, no Serpent Wards. Fight's not gonna be...
Spartan has to be so careful with his positioning here. He's gonna be so necessary to try to keep focus. Or Wish alive. Like, who do you prioritize here? Down forward though here from Dominan. Manages to go to get the Hex off. Another Lotus coming out. Silence and the Disarm. Over here onto the Alchemist. Life Drain, but still regenerating very quickly. As there is no mana left for this guy at all. Disarm again.
Yeah, they have to be quite cautious, especially on SkyLark. There's a couple pokes on him and he's like out of mana. Tiana just always sending those illusions in on anybody he sees to just trickle away that mana. Go commit onto this melee range.
Alright, jump forward again, trying to just put some damage over on HumbleGod. But look at him, he's just getting sliced away. Forces the BKB out over here onto the Doom, which is very far in. Where's the rest of his team? He might have gone up just a little bit too far, but it looks like with that BKB up and running, he's allowed to walk away, but that's not how you want to use that BKB, because Steffi just jumps right on in. They'll slice him into ribbons. Down goes Wish. He has no buyback. Spartan is not going to make it out alive either. Both of them down.
Damn.
And those, are we fountain diving? Are we doing this? Are we doing this? He's going right on just murder everyone. Stomach, he manages to go all the way to place for a little bit longer here. This OG is just not showing any mercy as Ana stuck in the wards. It's gonna help to get helped out here by No Tail, but he's just going to town. Eventually, though. Eventually he dies. Look at his face. He's having a great time playing Dota here. Stomach has that hold, but down he goes as well. They have slayed the humble god. What for them being not so humble. And Focus.
They're just having fun here.
Focus trying to put some damage on, trying to get him out of his house. Spartan, oh, he is just, yeah, that was a little close.
There you go, Spartan. Got your 80 gold there.
Focus just, Focus.
Yep.
A little cheeky.
He wants something. There's no PL. They need to get something. They don't want to have any hope in this game.
No, it's so hard though. Seb's so tanky. No Tail's got all the heal. Topson can just go and heal him up as well. They have so much sustain coming out from the side of OG. When they're not bouncing anything. Oh, that's not good over on the back lines too. Gonna be teleport coming out from Saksa. Spartan, oh Spartan, he's just too slow and there's no escape for him. Down he goes. He's only dead for like 30-something seconds though. He's gonna be back up in no time.
Your fountain, you know, that's
Dire's bottom tower.
That's some mental warfare right there.
That was pretty brutal, and I mean, little things in this fight, and Saksa is just doing God's work. Silences are so clutch every single time. Seth is far forward, but immediately covered. She healed the Lotus.
Yeah, No Tail's not worried at all, and in comes the humble god again. He's just gonna burn through all of Wish's mana. They're all forward. They get the disarm off, and the Jacarpify will be able to go take down 7 of Wish is next to fall. They do manage to get the Doom off, but it doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. There's so many ways to keep this little guy alive and kicking, although Focus is trying the best he can. All right, they do finally slay Topson. But Humble God is deep in the base here. Buyback now coming out from Topson. Spartan just gets chopped down again. It's another 30 seconds on the clock for this guy. Focus, oh, Focus. He's trying to get himself back into this fountain. Will they go for a fountain dive again? Yeah, I don't know why I even bothered asking that question. They're just going right after Focus. They get the stuff off over onto the side coming out from both the Centaur and, of course, the Doom. Ana, he wants this kill and he's going to be able to grab it. The buyback, though, immediately. They're really angry. They don't like this. They don't like the fact that this Phantom Lancer has been allowed to basically take a poop in their own fountain.
Pretty much, and look at Topson. He's like, all right, you guys do that, make space, taking buildings, you know, off and off the street, my God, OG. Really no mercy in this game, and just showing a real understanding of how much they just destroyed the draft, really, right? Like, even this Alchemist, sure, he was still decently farmed, but the way that they just made him look like he was just nothing.
I love how the game's not even over yet, Bob. You're like, man, look at this beautiful draft. Look at the way, yeah. They do manage to kill the Hotel, so that is one of their saves down. Topson does have to be a little bit careful here because they're hot on his heels, and he doesn't have a no-tail to keep him alive. He's gonna try to go for the life drain again, but in comes Focus. This could be a dead Topson again. In fact, yes it is. They went just perhaps a little bit too far, but Ana over here chasing after this Oracle, gets himself yet another kill, turns his attention now over to Stallman. He's gonna try to get this kill on Focus. They're trying to give him a rampage. I'm pretty sure of it right now. But they just keep running and chasing. And they're going right back into the fountain yet again. They're trying to help him out at this point. As Wish again, just...
Oh, that was loud.
Seth goes down for that. Oh, Wish he's still alive, my friend. He's gonna die fairly soon, I have a feeling, but you know, he made it out the first time. All right, down goes Wish. Focus running back into the battle. Look at the tips coming out. The Humble God is back. Look at him. Show mercy.
On a PL, ladies and gentlemen, and he got buffed.
God bless.
The show.
God bless. Spartan's got himself a ghost scepter now. He wants nothing to do with this. Saksa. All right. He's finally gonna die. But how long was that fight? I'm pretty sure they started the fight, and then Ana actually just ran down mid to be a part of it again.
Holy moly, right? Like, this is just them fountain diving. Look at the wards. They have the fountain diving wards even set up just at the ready. Is there a Roche spawn? Like, we need to get something in favor for Brame here, please. Roche, 20 seconds. They might be able to actually do this with this because they've solo crest. They've got acid spray. Might be able to get it in time before that PL is up, and they're gonna go out and get some bounty runes. Double bounty runes, even a triple. OG hasn't been on the left side of the map in that long.
Yeah, that's because they set up camp in the Dyer's base. They've moved on. It was a new life over the mountains.
These double bounties that get left are that much more valuable with the Alchemist.
They are indeed.
Rosh is up. All right.
Radiant.
This is a dead shaman. So he's buying a little bit more time here. They might be able to get the nope. Down he goes. They've got their eyes again over here onto Topson. He's going to crepify himself, try to buy himself a little bit more time. The BKB over here onto Wish, but they'll be able to root into place. As now Topson, the rest of the team coming in hot. Yo-Tail trying his best, wants to try to keep him alive if possible. But over on the back lines, No-Tail is going to go down. Wish next to fall. Topson, oh, did they go a little bit too far here? Because focusing him dead. He's trying to life drain the best as he can, but Topson does indeed go down. Step chasing after Spartan here, and he's not going to be able to quite grab it. The Humble got himself. He's teleporting. He wants to be a part of this. He wants to get some of those kills. And there's no fountain for him to dive this time just yet, so perhaps he'll last a bit longer here, but that is 3 dead on the side of Brame. No buyback.
To hell with
And they go for the kill instead of just like 5-man setting up for that rush. You know, they did definitely have a chance to go in there with the PL dead, but they went for Topson, and then the fight all kicks off. Chaos goes down. PL respawns now, and now they don't get anything really out of it. Wish dead for a very long time. And a full butterfly now for the Humble God himself.
There is a rapier picked up, Bogged. Did you see that?
Yeah, but it's not that good anymore versus evasion, unfortunately.
Focus would like to give Ana a rapier as an offering to the Humble God.
Yeah, it actually hurts quite a lot. Like if he had this, if this was last match, I'd be like, okay, his Alchemist now I'd actually be okay for his PL, but the evasion, it's no true strike anymore.
There's a tier 2 up in bottom, but they just like breezed right past it, and they were like, oh, is anybody hanging around here? Anyone we can murder? Rosh is up though, and this has the Ag Shard. So who would you put that on?
The shard, I want Seth to actually get it. I love this Shard. But I think they're probably going to tend to give it to the Ag. The shields are just so impactful for this game, and it lowers the cooldown. They got options.
Depends on if they want to be safe or if they want to have some fun. And the answer is always fun, personally. Oh.
Cost too much.
It's better than my friends. I call him Kentar War Runner, so.
Centaur took the shard. All right, let's watch how much health he can get. As people who don't know, it refreshes every time you use it. It gives you 15% strength, and it slows your enemies by. So you actually get to a point where you're like a 10,000 CP if you do get the 5 stacks up. Pretty crazy.
That's horrifying sounding.
Yeah, pretty cool actually. I saw it a couple times. Oh my god, the Aegis and the cheese, the high ground.
Question is, does Humble God want to actually finish the game, or does he want to keep farming up, you know, heroes?
He got the tower, now it's time to go.
Now he's just chasing after Spartan. He's like, alright, there's not going to be any of these saves going on. Down you go, there's no buyback on him. Go for the stampede, he's running right into the fountain yet again. He wants Dominant. He's got all the illusions. It's a good step though here coming out from Focus. You have to remember, he does have a rapier. So that is going to be the Aegis going down. They've got ways to lock him down. They have to be quick about that. Nice silence though coming out from Saksa, buys a little bit more time. Ana gets Dominant again. Should be able to go clean up, which, and he's like, I see there's a rapier here. I would like that, but you know, we'll focus over here onto Wish does have to be careful. Nice sound coming out from Zed, and then follow up with Saksa. Down goes Dominant. They want this. They want to get as many kills as they can get here. Wish trying to run away. Can't run very far because it is, of course, his own fountain. But the creeps are just winning the game for them while all of this is going down. The GG gets called. Humble God, have mercy as OG. They're looking real nice now with Ana back on the squad.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was something. They hit a timing. They never gave Brame really any hope in this game. It did feel like after what, the 15-minute mark?